Hey guys, welcome to another edition of RunBuck on Games. I'm RunBuck. Got another war recap for you. This time I'm taking a look at a matchup with Noble Hero. Some of you guys might be familiar with Halligan Clash Files. Nice guy. Got a great stream that he does on Camcord. Inspired me, actually. I'm going to try to maybe stream again. Not Super Sunday, but just end of big wars. Wars where you look at it and like, ooh, exciting. Just the end part, because I'm not as cool as Halligan. But anyway, as you can see here, we ended up edging him out, 83-79. Really, this war was a story of the bottom to start. I think would be the first point I'd want to make. In that, check this out. Look at this performance down low. Look at all those six packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty good. So kudos to Captain Wang, Joe, Double G. Paz almost would give you some love there, and then Rohit, who's out visiting a sub clan right now. But so that was cool in that we had that. But let's take a look, as we usually do, at three of the attacks in detail, and maybe one super fast for fun. See if there's anything to be learned. The first one I want to show you was actually, I'll have to go to the recaps on this because it was a Town Hall 9 hit up that was then actually hit for more points on number 5 by AV7. So let's find 5. It was actually Halligan that is going to get. We're going to get to see Halligan's base. So there, yeah. So there's Carlos tried to 3-star towards the end of the war, got a 95%, but that's not what we're going to show because that's a pure attack. He probably would have edged out AV7. Oh, there it is. This is the one we want to take a look at. So, and I haven't even actually, true to form, I just got back from mowing, so I'm not going to look at these beforehand. So let's just take a gander, and then I'll do my usual kind of go back and look at the base, kind of think about what happened. But it looks like he's going with 2 cuts. One's a healer walk based, one healer queen walk based, and then the king's doing kind of a king with wizards backing suicide thing to get the other flank established. So if I had to guess, yes, it's bowlers. And interestingly, this is a different mix. I wouldn't have expected. Oh, but there they are. I was going to say what he didn't have a meat shield, but the Valks came in later, and actually it kind of worked out. Looks like the bowlers are staying alive. So he's actually doing my favorite mix of the two. If you have Max Valks, I think the Valks in front of the bowlers is what I prefer. And he ends up getting to, and I mean most of your hit ups you do see the that type of, trim the edges for the percentages, and then you drive the core with the Valks to kind of get burned down really fast the town hall off of a jump. So I mean it was well executed. I don't really, I mean, you can, if I was going to go and look at it a little bit, I mean clearly when you're doing that you want to make sure to drive the short angle, so he would have had to come from this way or this way. The queen walk was interesting because he's got basically this tower is not really putting his healers at risk, so that queen walk off this angle was good. And then really this direction here isn't so bad for the king with wizard backing because there's not, well, actually there's a lot of DPS, 1, 2, 3, but not bad. You just definitely want to stay away from this bad boy and let the king kind of wander further down the field. So not bad. A good attack by AV7. Even though we ended up not using the attack, it's definitely worth always checking out anytime a Town Hall 9 can hit up and get 2 stars. Granted, it also was a entry-level Town Hall 10 with level 1 Infernos, but still thumbs up. The next one we want to take a look at would be, I guess in the theme of the low guys getting those 6 packs or 5 6-packs. Let's go to one of those. SlimShady on 22. Let's take a look at the can of awesome that he opened up. So it's an entry-level base in terms of level 1 expos. So not like an, oh my god, given he's kind of bullying this a little bit within level. I mean, he's a Town Hall 9, they're a Town Hall 9, but his heroes are stronger than these level 1 expos. But he does a nice job of funneling and getting both heroes in the mid, coupled with the Valks going crazy there, enraging them. And then what that does give him is he took out the 2 ADs, got the queen down, Kind of looks like that Woo Boy conversation we've had back and forth a couple times, where his attacks get a lot of value from that drive team, and then really with just 280s down, you can really just kind of take advantage of the fact that the Expos, even though they dealt some damage at the beginning, that the Expos aren't up to defend at the end, and you can tell, holy cow, he's really rolling this. So great recognition of the opportunity to get in. Let's take a look again at the things that he got with the initial drive. Oops, sorry. So he gets the 2 Expos. If I was going to mark them, he gets the queen to come out. The sweeper that is going to mess with him, that is not that one because it's pointing the wrong direction for his final. It's this guy that could cause some issue. So he has a nice drive, gets the Teslas down. The Wiz towers are kind of spread, so it's not, but he gets one of them. Okay. So he leaves that one up. So he's like, well, this blower pushing me around is not a big deal. And he doesn't, what he does there actually was that nice come from behind attack move. So really, before he deployed into this front, he didn't deploy here first because of that AS that way. He came from behind it to start, which really kind of powered him through. So nicely done. High five to AV7. Or no, that was SlimShady. Sorry. High five to SlimShady. AV7 was first. And then Joe. I'm assuming Joe has got some form of dragon because, you know, that's all really Joe likes to do. He's kind of like Woo Boy. Woo Boy does hounds. Joe does dragons. But let's see if he broke out of the mold on 19. There he is. What do we got? Money? Anybody got money on dragons? No. Yes, there they are. All right, so let's take a look at it. Once again, he's got both Expos are down, so you can see why he liked it for air. He's going with just a king meat shield to kind of cut the initial flank. And that was kind of interesting. I wonder if he anticipated that by the time the king passed, the queen would move forward and not walk, because he really does want her to kind of stay in this area, I think. Or does he? And it doesn't end up mattering, does it? Nope. So he's got this cut done. And really only 3 ADs down, mid-level. So this one's a little more impressive. It's probably a peer on peer, pretty even. Because he only got 3 ADs down out of the the Royal Suicide team. He got 1 AD and kind of cleared the channel a little bit to keep the funnel. Let's see what we see when you get back. Did the CC even trigger with that? I didn't even notice. Let's see if that was one of the big issues. Lots of time left. So let's go back and take a gander. Okay, there it is again. So now we know what he did. We can see the one AS is there. Where's the other AS? It's always the fun game. Find the AS. Oh, there it is. 1, 2. So he gets this one, which really nullifies this AS as being critical to the defense, leaving just this guy. Both Expos are down. I didn't see the CC come out, but I'm assuming it did. Queen is kind of set back. So really, he kind of brute forced this because he didn't really go after the queen. He narrowed down the base a little bit. Interesting. Let's see again how that flows. Going at 4 speed. Yeah. So he gets the Wiz Tower down. I guess that, well, there's one thing though. So if he planned to get the Wiz Tower down, and knew that was going to happen, what that does do for him is he has 6 loons. And with this one Wiz Tower set so far, the Wiz Towers are so spread that if he can get a meat shield in front of the dragons, I'm suspecting that that's really what powered his attack. Let's take a look now and see when the loons come in, whether they get in front of his main force. Not as of yet. Hounds are good. Getting a lot of value. See, look at the value he's getting out of that balloon team. Oh, now they're down. So really he got, I don't know, what was that, 5 or 6 elements out of 6 balloons? And not, I mean, interesting. Dragons took it down by itself. But no, well, that is, the pathing of the loons though, because the Wiz Towers are perimeter based, he really could let the dragons take the outer edge, and then he let his loons with a little bit of frontage, kind of maybe dash line, kind of run the inside lane. Yeah, because he doesn't have as much, like, I don't think his 3-star consistency is as high with that attack, and so I'm just curious on when he gets it, what's the base really showing him to kind of narrow in when he should be really chasing it. So those are the 3 you highlighted on the thumbnail. Let's take a look at Ohio for fun. Funsies, the Funsie attack, and then, well, we'll do 2. We'll do 2 bonuses for this one at 4 speed Ohio, and then we'll do Captain America again from the low end. Here we go. Ohio, and no replay for Ohio, or maybe I will. Who knows? You never know. Got the baby dragon, a lot of good value there because this AD is so far set back. So that's a good call. And then it's just the HeGiBo, where he pulls through and then hogs off the flank. So not bad. I lied. I am going to go back and look at the map because I'm curious on the pathing on how his giants moved versus the AD positioning there. You guys already know, though, it's like he always says he's not going to go back, but then he does. So I guess you just have to get used to it. Yeah, and there's pretty high heroes, 26, 30 heroes. So he's hitting up a little bit in terms of strength. This is a solid base for him to be going after. So really a good attack when you think about it. And so here's what I was looking for. I was looking for the healer play. And so you can see here, really the air sweepers are out of position in that the giants are going to take this out pretty quick. He has quick access. No ADs are really going to mess with his healers, at least until they're into this position. So it gets him onto the both the Queen and the Expo are going to be taken out before his healers really get pressured by the ADs. So leaving just one. So it might be an interesting thing to think about. It's like, well, if I can get the Queen and an AS and an Expo, AS mostly the AS is just to think about the path and make sure your healers aren't going to get blown off. But you can see here how still not getting, they didn't get, and so that jump even kept his, and then the bowlers came through. So really basically his healers never even got smacked, which is what enabled his attack to go so far. So it's a recognition or happening of the pathing to where he got his giants so quickly onto that string of ADs and then was able to, probably with a jump here, I think is what he did. I didn't look quickly, but that's what really enabled it. The healers staying up and then his giants pushing through so quickly through that AD line kind of killed it for him. So last but not least, let's do Captain America on 18. How can we ignore a superhero? Going over the usual 4 to a 5th bonus, double bonus. This is like a double encore. So he triggers the dragon out of the CC. What's he trying to do here? Well, he's got healers, and then he's got another set of healers for Valk. So he's doing a healer Valk group. Will he have some bowlers in the CC? Let's see. Yep, sure enough, he does. So he's doing the Valk chased by bowlers. Pretty nice. No bowlers died. You can tell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5. They're all there. So they're very happy. All the bowlers return back to the barracks and get to party on for the next war. So again, though, look at the pathing, because I think that's the key. Again, we've got this line of ADs, and he gets very quick access onto the first one. Let me see if I'm right about that. Does he get quick access onto that first AD after using the Queen to kill? And the other thing is he triggers the CC and deals with it. So that might actually be more important than you think, because it keeps that AoE effect off the bowlers and the giants, which tend to be grouped, and the Valks. Well, in this case, he's using Valks, not giants. And he could have, and I think, let me go back, because I want to see. You're like, oh my God, please stop. But what I want to see is, like, have you ever wondered, like, when the Valks, so you saw the Valks took this turn right here. So they took this wall out, which is a 2-space, 3-space jump to the Archer Tower. And yet they ignore a 2-space jump. Well, it's actually the same. So my question would be, why not the AD? Why didn't they burn through this wall? Right? If anybody knows about that, reply in the comments if you got a theory about why it went for the Archer Tower over the King. Unless they locked the King and then he jumped the wall, I could buy that. Hold on a minute. Let's see here. Blowing, blowing, blowing. And again, it's kind of a pure even Royals level. He's using the King for the suicide down the edge. So here we come. Nope, the King was outside, so they died right there. Boom, down. Was right here. Oh, so that's it. Look at the direction. See, draw the triangle. See the triangle? If I can get it up, I'll draw it for you. So right there and right there. That's why. So at the point of attack, right? And so that's what I was not keeping in my mind's eye was, okay, when the Valks press into that position, you're like, oh my God, hey man, this is me learning. You know, if you want to learn with me. But when they're chewing on that base, they're chewing right here. You know, it's a typical 3x3 spot, and they're attacking from the outer core. The inner core is the non-attack point. So they're there, and when you draw that triangle, that's closer. That's why they went that direction. So he could have known. Like if he was really a high-end player, and maybe he is. Maybe Captain America is a high-end player. I'm not judging. But that movement, if he anticipated, is pretty good, because then what that allows him to know was, as this swings around and he's got his healers right here, staying out of range, and his bowlers will come in and just chuck over the wall. Did they? Okay, now we got another question of whether or not the bowlers chucked over the wall or not. Okay, this is, I promised last time, then we're gonna close it out. This is the last question we're asking about this attack. Did the bowlers target the AD? Who got the AD? There's no ADs. The queen is behind it, kills the king, breaks through the wall, going after the Archer Tower now. We've already figured out why that's happening. Bowlers are massed behind. They go around the wall, kill the Archer Tower, come through, totally ignored the base. Okay. Oh, and then they jump. The jump is what, so because it was raged, you can basically factor in, all right, Valks under rage will get to the AD and take it down so fast it doesn't even matter how they path. Okay, good enough. We've learned enough. My head is fuzzy now. Okay, guys, have a good time in your wars. Tomorrow is the 4th. Enjoy your holiday and be thankful for your freedom. Talk to you later. What am I going to do? My clan sucks. Hey, it's JTJ.
I think that's an all-out attack.
No, it's the legendary JTJU. JTJU. What? I like right on. You and this army. Download Clash of Clans for free. Then subscribe to JTJU and win.